Good morning, Panthers. I'm Caitlin Henderson.
And I'm Dariel Perry-Owen.
And I hope you're having a great third period. Let's get started with our announcements today.
Starting off, the Newbury Park High School Theater Department presents their annual Mystery Dinner Theater, Murder at Castle Frankenstein. Auditions are December 18th and 19th. Sign-ups are nphstheater.org or on all NPHS Theater social media.
That's right, Panthers. Don't miss out on this mysterious event. Continuing on, have you ever been curious about something and wanted to learn more about it? In the IB Biology class, students get to create labs to research something they're interested in. Let's go to Lindsay for some more details.
As part of the IB Biology class, students have the opportunity to think creatively and design their own lab experiment.
We recommend that students take things that they've done in class and use that as a springboard to develop an experiment around.
Our science department provides students with access to a wide range of equipment for conducting their experiments.
In biology, we have all kinds of different lights and different wavelengths of light, spectrometers. We have carbon dioxide probes, oxygen probes. So I have students doing seed experiments. They're doing a lot of seed germination experiments. I had fish in with plants, like does it make a difference if there's fish with plants or no fish with plants? So just lots of different things.
My is about different numbers of crickets in a closed system and how that affects carbon dioxide concentrations.
I used Diron, which is a weed killer, and it works by interfering with the ability of the weeds to photosynthesize. And I wanted to test whether Diron would have the same effect on cyanobacteria, which are bacteria that can photosynthesize.
For my experiment, I actually grew Lemna, which is a type of plant, under 3 different light intensities with varying wattage for each light. We did the same experiment but with different wavelengths of light, so I wanted to extend on that and actually do different intensities of light.
It requires students to really show their understanding of the scientific process because they came up with the idea, then they designed the procedure.
On their own, each student must understand problems in their lab and find a solution.
My role is to support and give feedback, but not tell you what to do.
Because students are given freedom to investigate a topic that interests them, no 2 labs are ever exactly alike.
What I really also like about it is just how creative the ideas are. I am awed and impressed with the amount of time, the amount of thought that our students put into these experiments. I'm just impressed with the dedication and the creativity that comes out of our students.
Thank you, Lindsay. Hey, Caitlin, did you know that CSF will be selling peppermint sticks next week?
You mean candy canes?
Oh, yeah. CSF will be selling holiday grams in the quad during lunch every day until the 20th. $1 for lollipop reindeer and $1.50 for reindeer M&M in a bag.
All right, you guys, now it's time for your favorite time of the day, Sussman Sports with Jason Sussman.
Good morning, Panthers. I hope you're all enjoying your weird AB day and are having fun attempting to figure it out. Our sports teams have done great the last week. Girls basketball were able to take down Simi Valley last week, winning 45-37. Wrestling also put up a statement in the Morro Bay High School Invitational. Troy Philbrook took first place, Kevin Kilbane, Austin Lynch, and Jack Stroud all got second, and Andrew Layden came in fourth. Shifting over to girls water polo, they were visited by Oxnard on Tuesday and delivered a solid win by taking them down 10-6. Now for upcoming matchups. Girls water polo will be home, playing against Notre Dame of Sherman Oaks today at 3:15. Boys soccer will play Wainimi next week. Girls soccer will head to Saugus tomorrow to continue their hot streak. Coach Eichinger and the boys basketball team are on a roll, so make sure to come watch them play Pacifica next Tuesday. And last but not least, girls basketball will be heading to Rio Mesa tomorrow afternoon. Now, before I send it off to our wonderful anchors, I sat down with the one and the only Zemo Rhodes to take a look at his experiences running cross country for only one season and how it shaped his senior year.
All right, so my name is Zemo Rhodes. I'm a senior, and it's my first and last year doing cross country. I started joining because last year I got into running, and I've loved it ever since. And yeah, the team's been super supportive. Yeah, and they, I think they love me.
Who's Zemo? Nah, I don't really recognize him. Oh, that guy. Yeah, I know him.
I mean, Zemo works really hard, but I don't know if cross country is really a sport.
Yeah, so I've made a lot of friends on the team, especially Connor and Ethan. Yeah, they're one of the best. They're varsity runners. I think I can learn from them, and yeah, I think our friendship is going to go beyond the sport and beyond school.
Yeah, we hung out once, and that was for like a team dinner.
Since Zemo joined, it's been really interesting. We've had to basically teach him everything, and including all of the basics from the ground up. I remember the first day of practice, we had to teach him how to tie his shoes. I don't honestly think I've ever seen anyone stop so much during a run. It'll be just like an easy 3-mile pre-meet, and we'll be maybe like half a mile into the run, and Zemo's already walking.
Yeah, they're so Wait, what did they say?
Yeah, he really tries.
Yeah, Zemo's cool and all, but honestly, I feel like he shouldn't put as much focus into running as he does.
This is a joke, right? You can tell Ethan to. Yeah, so with cross country, I've gained a lot of experience with running, you know.
Yeah, Zemo's just a really good guy. We've become really good friends throughout the year, and I think that his experiences on cross country has bettered himself and bettered our team. And it's just always a good way to just come out and try new things for our team.
I love Zemo Rose with all my heart. He's a great friend, great teammate, and he's honestly the perfect example of why you can literally join a sport like cross country whenever you want to. He did it more for fun, and it ended up working out really well for him. He had tons of fun, made lots of friends, and it just shows like how great you can be as long as you just put yourself out there.
Yeah, so ever since summer, I guess as I said last year, I started to run, and I've always wanted to achieve the goal, I guess, of being on cross country, you know, and I encourage everyone to, you know, to achieve their own goal, whether it be, I guess, in theater or in a sport or in academics. It's always good to go out there and get what you want.
Thank you, Jason, for providing us with our weekly sports news. Next up, National Honor Society is putting on a book drive for Right Road Kids, an organization dedicated to helping encourage kids to read and learn. So for this holiday, be sure to donate any new or gently used book favorites until December 21st. Books can be dropped off to Mrs. Alvarez's room in E5. There's not much time left, so get on it.
You heard that, Panthers. Donate some books to help kids read. Reading is good, right, Darielle?
I read all the time.
Moving on, have you ever wondered what it's like to design your own clothes? Melody Hellard has been designing and creating her own unique looks for quite some time. Our reporter Jill Catone spoke to this fashion lady on what inspires her.
Melody Hellard is an active participant in the arts at Newbury Park High School, and her love for fashion started when she was just 8 years old.
When I first start thinking of something to design, I usually find fabric first, or sometimes I'll come up with an idea inspired by something else, like a movie or a picture I saw or something like that. And then I'll take like whatever idea I had, and sometimes I'll draw it out, sometimes I'll just start making it or start pinning it on a dress form or something. And yeah, I think of like how it's constructed before I start making it, because I never like to go into something not knowing how it's constructed. I think my favorite costume I've ever made was a dress I made for Pippin last fall.
After initially receiving guidance from her grandmother, Melody began to make clothing and costumes of her own, and her fashion capabilities have not gone unnoticed here at school. Melody has lent her talents to numerous shows since her freshman year, designing costumes for Pippin, Auntie Mame, and this year's fall musical, Pirates of Penzance.
I'd say definitely if you're interested in fashion and you want to start designing or sewing, either one, I'd say start watching videos on how things are constructed and just go through your closet and look at different fabrics and different things that you have and look at the shapes and how things are put together, because you have to know the shapes and how things are constructed before you can start constructing.
Melody has even extended her help to individuals all over campus, designing homecoming and prom dresses for multiple students, along with making costumes for her brothers and herself for Comic-Con. She's also the president of the Fashion Club here on campus.
At Fashion Club, we want it to be an experience for everybody, and so certain people don't like to sew, certain people want to learn how, so we try to do projects that everybody can do. Sometimes we just draw outfits, sometimes we do projects that are not related to garment construction, but more to visual communications or merchandising or things like that.
This is Jillian Catone reporting for PTV.
Thank you. No, thank you.
Wow, how fashionable. Kate, you know what else is a hot trend?
What?
Dressing up for Spirit Week.
Oh yeah, here are the outfits you need to try on for next week's Spirit Rally.
Monday is Winter PJ. Wear your comfiest holiday PJs.
Tuesday is Grandma Got Run Over by a Reindeer Day, so dress up as a grandma, grandpa, and or reindeer.
Wednesday is Winter Hat Day. Wear anything to keep your head warm.
And finally, Thursday is Ugly Sweater Day. Who doesn't love ugly winter sweaters? Be a part of this classic holiday tradition.
That's all we have for this week, Panthers. We'll see you next time. Stay kind to one another. I'm Dariel Perry-Allen.
And I'm Caitlin Henderson. Have a great weekend, Panthers.